Welcome to another segment of the Zilonia universe. Uh, Ade is my name. I welcome every one of you again to this another segment, and we welcome you. Hello, everybody. You're welcome. You know, uh, in our one of the popular language in Africa, Swahili, they say Abari, and we say Muzuri. In South Africa, that's one of the language. In one of the languages where they say Kujani. I greet every one of you. Bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir. Bon après-midi. Share la lewa in my Yoruba language. I greet every one of you. If I cannot speak your language, if I cannot use anybody's language, it's not disrespect. I'm just, trying to say we are human. We are one. Different language, but we are human beings from same sort everywhere. All right. This is Zelonia Universe, and I welcome every one of you. On this segment, I'm going to just quickly discuss about toxic hazardous industrial waste or waste. And what is that? It's a very, everything that we do. As a human being, when we eat, as a human being, you go to digestion. After digestion, what happens? We excrete out, either in form of water and form of water, form of maybe solid thing like feces, in the toilet, depending on which kind of toilet we use. The same thing, everything that's been produced in the world, there must be an end product. So the end product of most industrial countries we see, the end products are waste. But there's some end products that are very, very toxic, very dangerous. One of them is the nuclear waste. Very, very dangerous. Every nuclear plant used for maybe for produce electricity to power a country, or for research, or for medical purpose, or for whatever it is. It's always having an end product. Either we use it for maybe to power nuclear ammunition, everything, no matter what it is. So every industry, no matter, because once you get a material you are using, there must be an end product. So in 1988, there was a cocoa community in the old Bender State, long time ago in Nigeria. It's no more in Bender State. It has been split to, I think, Edo State and Delta State. For the old Bender State, during the government of military government of Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, there was a scandal that broke out in that community through a cocoa KOKO port. It's a water port, so I can say seaport, understand? Some hazardous waste was imported, by some Europeans in collaboration with some officials in the Nigerian government. Italy actually. The company is an Italian company. Bring this product, import it to Nigeria without even disguising it as if it's a fertilizer or any kind of material, and dump it on an open field. They dump it there, and they're toxic hazardous waste. If not because there was what do call it, according to what was read then, some of the communique and some of the news that broke out. It was a Nigerian student who was in Italy that got wind of it, according to what we had, and exposed it. It became a scandal. Money exchanged hands. The innocent community know nothing about it. Just the government officials of both Italian and Nigerian government, collaborated, and that was done. When it became a global, outcry and condemnation, that is when action was taken, and the two governments find a way, to take those things out of that community. But the damage was already done. The damage was already done. Although it didn't take long, but with the damage of the reputation to Nigeria, to Africa, it was there. Imagine people bringing hazardous waste and dumping in Africa. So, and where I'm going is this. That was an issue of scandal then. It was resolved and was taken out. But I now discovered when I went and read some articles and everything, I know that almost 70% of this our planet is water, ocean, mighty oceans. Only maybe 30%, if I'm right, are just land that we human beings are living on. So that's why the sea animals are more than us. You find so many countries, taking hazardous toxic, and dumping them in international water where no countries have, see about it, except some, maybe big government bodies, worldwide bodies that are being established to monitor that. But those days, you'll be seeing videos. If you go online, you'll be seeing people dumping waste, industrial toxic waste, dumping in the ocean. And we know this world is spherical. What goes around comes around. So all those sea animals, all those corals, all those sea, all those deep sea and everything there, circulate to us who are living next to the other, because oceans are far from, some oceans are deep and far, some are near, but this ocean, everything mixed together. The sea animal, the sea mammals, whatever, the sea plants, everything, even under the sea, there are so many movement of frost because most of the high volcanoes, highest number of volcanoes that happens on this planet happen under the sea, not the one we see on the surface. They happen most under the sea, according to statistics. So where I'm going is this: all these toxic waste have been done before. We should take years for them before maybe they will be neutralized. If they started leaking out, or maybe they're already leaking out, all our seafood, sea animal we eat, sea what do you call it, plants and sea whatever ecosystem under the sea, is it not going to be with us? Are we not going to have a taste of it? So I'm just presenting this segment now to be to discuss about it. That what are we human beings doing about it? People say, "Oh, go and read and find out." What I'm just presenting here is that, can we have a conversation? Let's just go online and go and check and write. Most of industrial countries who have used the system of industrialization to improve. What about the poorest one? We're only talking about what they call it, what is in the atmosphere, the global warming, the one we can see. What about the one we cannot see, that under the sea? So what's going to happen? What's going to happen to our generations? We see what happened in Chernobyl in the 80s. The nuclear disaster in Chernobyl, which has become Ukraine, was USSR before the Soviet Union broke up and part of it. That place is like a ghost town with thousands of years before, those wastes there can be neutralized by nature. Fukushima, when disaster struck Fukushima nuclear plant, and some of the waste, industrial waste were flowing to the sea. Do we go and see what's really happening? So what I'm saying, that all these nuclear waste that were being produced, or at the end product of it, where is it going? What's going to happen? So there's some companies that are I know that are dealing with all this waste or recycling them and try to filter them and try to maybe reuse some other things, and the other that I know they are being stored away. My question, the biggest question, if anything happened to those companies or to those people who are saying they are recycling or storing those waste, and all, if disaster happen and the things start leaking, maybe asteroid hit, it might, gigantic earthquakes, maybe something just happened, or maybe there was a shutdown in the company, all the electricity and everything, all the power grid shut down, everything. What is going to happen? This is a conversation I want us to have, and I hope that I'm able to raise this conversation. Please, constructively, write whatever you think about it, about this industrial waste. How should it be taken care of? And what are the options that we have apart from all this, waste that we are being produced? What are the options we have? I know the world is changing, and the world is so advanced now that some of the things that we are doing before is being redirected or reused in such a way, or are being reduced in such a way that the world is maximizing or the natural resources that we are having. But all these ways that have been done before, you see, what's going to happen? And if they leak, because Mother Nature, what you give is what you have, is GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Whatever we give to Mother Nature, it gives back in multiple fold. So let's have the conversation. Let me hear your thoughts about it. Please write in the consultation segment, please. And I'll say again, if you have not been subscribed to our channel, support us. Please subscribe. Share it. Send the link out to us. Everyone that can see we are all human beings. We are all family here in this Zillionaire universe. And let us just have a conversation. And hopefully we see you in a segment. So Z out in the Zillionaire universe. Thank you and God bless.